Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Mamaw's Front Porch Conversations with Mama. It's not breezy at all. It's 85 degrees and it's about 10:30. I haven't fed and watered the chickens yet, but I'll do so later. I wanted to do this Maran episode here because I told you yesterday I talked to you about the Marans, and I have two Marans in my flock. A little of the backstory, and again, I'm going to be looking at my notes so bear with me. They originated in France, so they're a French bird, and they were a cross bred with marsh hens. Marsh hens was the name of the breed, were crossed with Asian gamecocks, like the Langshan, and then they were brought on trading ships because they were hardy and could survive the damp environment of France. And they're named after a city, Maran, France. And they fairly young breed. They weren't recognized by the U.S. until 2011. And Maran is a breed that everybody wants in their flock. Everybody wants because they have a chocolate-colored egg. And let me turn you around and show you. Okay, these are my eggs here from my flock, and the dark ones are the Maran eggs. Okay, the dark ones, they're the chocolatey one, and you can see how they look against the other colors. And this is late in the season, so earlier in the season they would be even darker. And what causes the darkness of them is the bloom that forms on the egg. It's darker. But yeah, that's them. What I wanted to talk to you about too about these Marans is, I did this for my grandson yesterday, so I know. This is a Maran hen. And can you tell the difference in this hen and this hen? And he couldn't tell. So the Maran hen here, and especially, there's different color Marans, but the black copper Maran is the one that everybody seems to like and want. Has black feathers with a green sheen and red hackle feathers. That's the hen, the rooster and the hen. This, and you've heard me talk about this breed before, this is a black sex-linked hen. Now, she looks similar to the Maran, but there's some subtle differences, and there's some not so subtle differences. You see, the Maran's feet are feathered. And I'm telling you this because you want to be careful when you're buying black copper Marans, because this is a $20 chicken, a black sex link, $25. This is a $50 to $75 to $100 chicken. So you don't want to let somebody tell you this chicken is this chicken. And I'm not saying they would, but there are some people out there who are not honest, shall we say. This is the chicks, and these chicks are not distinguishable at hatch. So you might get roosters, you might get hens. You have to go through the grow out process, or really know what you're looking for. And I'm gonna tell you, there really is no way for the common person to, like even me, to know what sex these chicks are until they get feathered out. But again, these are the chicks, and this is the rooster and hen, and this is the hen, and this is not a Maran. This is a black sex-link chicken. She's beautiful, and she'll lay a dark brown egg, but she won't lay as darker brown. She will lay an egg about the color of this one here, the brown one on the corner, and the Marans lay the chocolatey ones. Okay. So that's what I wanted to cover about the Marans. Now, the hens will only lay about 150 to 200 eggs a year. So they're not the highest producing chicken, but they're pretty good. My Maran has been broody, so she hasn't laid any eggs in a couple of weeks now. So, but they're excellent, and they're very cold hardy chickens, and they are a dual purpose chicken, which means you can eat them. The roosters will weigh about 8 pounds, and the hens will get about 6.5. So that'll be a good dual purpose chicken. But since you have to pay so much for these chickens in this country, unless you raise your own to eat, that would be some expensive chicken. There are clubs, there are dark Maran clubs that you can join, and the black copper Maran is only one color. They have a blue Maran, a splash Maran, you know, and they lay the chocolate eggs as well. But the black copper Maran, for some reason, is the most popular color choice, especially here in the U.S. I love my black copper Marans. They really do add to your egg color, as you can see from looking at mine. And I would highly suggest you have at least 2 or 3 in your flock, because they are hardy, they do lay beautiful eggs, and everybody wants them. And they will really, when you're doing like a rainbow basket like I am, they really set off your egg colors. Okay, let me show you the eggs again. Now again, these are my eggs that I collected, so you can see the color difference in the Maran and the Leghorn and the blue egg there. That blue-green egg is Goldie's egg, and then the others are from my brown egg layers. But anyway, Maran, one of, if not the most sought after chicken breed in this country, in my area, is the Maran, and because of the chocolate egg. But is it any better than any other chicken breed? You can ask yourself that if you want to add this breed to your flock. You will have to pay. I can get hatching eggs in my area for $40 a dozen. The hens that I bought were 2 years old, and I paid $40 per hen. And that's cheap, because in some parts of the country they go for $100, $150. So you have to ask yourself if that's the kind of investment you want for those pretty chocolate eggs. And they are pretty, but they are, there's no difference in the taste. So I love my Marans. I would definitely put them in my flock. And since they are so profitable in my area, I have considered raising them to sell. And it's a battle between me raising them and the Welsumers. The Welsumers lay a speckledy brown egg, and a lot of people want those, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, that's my take on the Maran. Again, I'm going to show you the pictures. And here, okay, the hen, the rooster, the chicks, the eggs. And this is not a Maran. This is a black sex-link chicken. And the only reason I wanted to put that up there is because they look so much alike that some people may tell you, oh, here I have some Marans, and they are black sex-links. And black sex-links are wonderful chickens and great for your backyard flock. I love black sex-links, but they lay an egg that is a lighter brown, like the egg there in the corner. So if you want the dark chocolate eggs like that, you got to get a chicken up here and make sure that the feet, as you can see on the black sex-link, they're lighter and not feathered. On the copper Maran, they are darker and they are feathered. Also, the comb is a little lower than hers, okay? And the wattles are smaller as well. So, again, that is what I know about the black copper Maran, the Fritz black copper Maran. And it's spelled Maran, M-A-R-A-N. And it's not called, it's called after a French city. So it's a French chicken. And yesterday the Krispy Kreme leg bar we talked about was an English chicken. So that's it on the front porch with Mama today. It's going to be warm and kind of cloudy and rainy here today. I'm going to go out and I'll do another video outside when I feed my chickens here in just a few minutes. I'll sit here and have this coffee for a little bit, and then I'm going to go and feed the chickens, and I'll see you then. Thank you for looking, and please like and follow if you're learning anything. If you have any questions, please comment and I will respond. Y'all have a great Sunday.